It hit me like a freight train barreling through the dead of night, my phone screen glowing in the dim kitchen light. The numbers staring back at me, mocking everything I'd sacrificed. $3,217. That was all that remained in my savings account. Just hours ago, it had been $92,000. The fortress I'd built brick by brick over a decade of scraping by. My hands trembled as I refreshed the app, praying it was a glitch, a bank error, anything but the truth clawing its way into my gut. But there it was, black and white, a transfer at 1:13 a.m. to an account in Lily Hayes' name. My sister. My blood. The one person I'd trusted with my passwords during that hellish flu last winter when I couldn't even lift my head to pay bills. Just this once, I'd mumbled through fever. And she'd promised. Her voice all sugar and concern. Now, that promise lay shattered on my linoleum floor alongside my favorite mug. Coffee pooling like spilled secrets I could never clean up. I am Emma Hayes, 32 years old. A senior financial analyst at Midland Trust in downtown Chicago. My life had been a carefully constructed routine, early mornings on the L train from my modest Logan Square apartment, poring over spreadsheets until my eyes burned. Then evenings alone with takeout and budget apps. No frills. No splurges. Growing up in a cramped row house on the south side, with dad fixing cars in junkyards and mom cleaning offices after hours, taught me that money wasn't just paper, it was survival. Lily and I shared a bunk bed, whispering dreams under threadbare blankets. I'd always been the steady one, the planner, while she chased rainbows. By my late 20s, I'd clawed my way to stability, a decent salary, no debt, and that savings nest egg earmarked for a tiny house in the suburbs, maybe even a family someday. Lily, at 28, was the opposite, flitting from gig to gig. Barista to freelance graphic designer. Always one big idea away from striking gold. Her Wicker Park studio was a chaos of half-finished art projects and vision boards plastered with yachts and penthouses. We'd laugh about it over cheap tacos at our monthly sister dates. Me slipping her cash when her rent loomed. Her teasing me for being such a tightwad. Live a little. She'd say, snatching a fry from my plate. But beneath the banter, I felt that pull, the unbreakable thread of sisterhood, forged in childhood scraps and shared hardships. That thread snapped the moment I dialed her number, my voice a whisper of disbelief. She answered on the fifth ring, casual as if we were chatting about weekend plans. Hey, what's up? Lily, what the hell? The money, it's gone. You transferred it. A beat of silence. Then a sigh like I was overreacting. Oh, that? Yeah. I needed it for my launch. It's this organic skincare line, game changer stuff. Investors are lining up. But I had to front the product development. You'll get it back. With extras. Promise. Her words landed like punches, casual, remorseless. As if my years of overtime and skipped vacations were pocket change. Needed it? That's my life. Lily, my house, my security, you stole it. Stole? Harsh. Sis. You gave me access. And it's family money. Right? We're in this together. The line went dead, leaving me gasping in the empty kitchen. The city lights flickering through my window like indifferent witnesses. Betrayal wasn't just the theft, it was her ease. Her entitlement. Twisting the knife deeper into the trust I'd handed her freely. The next days blurred into a nightmare of denial and dawning horror. I called the bank, my voice cracking as I begged for reversal. Ma'am, the credentials matched. And it's a family account transfer, civil issue. Not fraud, the rep said. Her sympathy laced with finality. Civil. As if this were a polite disagreement over dinner tabs. not a gutting of my future. I paced my apartment, walls closing in, replaying every sign I'd ignored, her sudden glow-up with new clothes and gadgets. The vague stories of angel investors, the way she'd stopped borrowing small sums. How had I been so blind? Our parents, retired in a quiet suburb outside Gary, Indiana, were no help. Work it out. Girls, Mom pleaded over the phone, her voice trembling. Family doesn't sue family. Dad grunted agreement, avoiding the mess like always. They loved us equally, blindly, refusing to see Lily's patterns, the failed art collectives, the unpaid loans from friends, the endless excuses. But I saw it now. She wasn't impulsive, she was predatory. Feeding on goodwill until nothing remained. Rage simmered beneath my skin. A low hum that drowned out the L train's rumble on my commutes. At work, I stared at balance sheets. But my mind mapped revenge, not wild fury, but calculated. Silent erosion, mirroring her theft's subtlety. Legal routes mocked me. Lawyers quoted $20,000 retainers for a suit I'd likely win, but never collect from her empty pockets. She's judgment-proof, one said bluntly. No assets. No win. So I turned inward, channeling the pain into research. Lily's launch was all over her Instagram, glossy photos of creams and serums, promises of revolutionary botanicals, pre-orders open despite no FDA nods or real inventory. She'd LLC'd it as Lily's Glow Essentials, listing a shadowy partner in Milwaukee. Digging deeper, public records, LinkedIn trails, I uncovered the rot, past ventures where she'd ghosted suppliers, stiffed collaborators, left bad reviews buried in forums. One woman, Carla Ruiz, posted about a $700 refund never paid for defective prints from Lily's old graphic gig. She's a charmer until she has your cash, Carla messaged me back. Patterns emerged. Charm. Take. Vanish. My sister wasn't building, she was plundering. The hurt gnawed at me. Nights spent curled on my couch, tears soaking pillows as memories flooded, Lily braiding my hair before school, us hiding from Dad's bad moods under the stairs. How could that girl become this? But the pain fueled action. I didn't confront her, instead. I played the long game, texting breezy updates, pretending to thaw. Heard about your skincare, sounds amazing. She'd bite, sharing details, oblivious to my notes, compiling her web of lies. My best friend, Sarah, a paralegal in the loop, became my anchor. Don't let her drag you down, she said over coffee, her eyes fierce. Expose the fraud. But smart, truth bombs, not nukes. We brainstormed. Anonymous blog. Midwest Maker Watch, posting on ethical entrepreneurship. Red flags in startups. No names at first. Just veiled warnings about unverified claims. Phantom partners. Unpaid debts. It gained traction in Chicago's indie scene, shares from bloggers. Whispers at networking events where Lily pitched. Tension built like storm clouds over Lake Michigan. My heart pounding each time I hit post. Lily's texts grew frantic. Weird rumors swirling, jealous haters? I feigned concern, drawing her out. Her confessions slipping like oil. Yeah, that old gig with Carla was messy. But she overreacted. More ammo. Then the pivot. I messaged her partner, a guy named Derek Voss, under a fake profile as a potential collaborator. Excited about Lily's Glow, your investment angle? His reply, investment? I passed months ago. No idea why she's claiming me. Screenshot saved. The dam cracked when Carla, fueled by her own grudge, reposted my blog with a tag. This hits home. Still owed $700 by Lily Hayes. Beware her glow scam. It spread like wildfire, Comments piling, she ghosted me on a $400 order too. Suppliers pulled out, pre-orders refunded en masse. Lily's booth at the upcoming Indie Wellness Expo? Cancelled amid credibility concerns. The explosion came at her lowest, a frantic call at midnight. Her voice shattered. It's all falling apart, investors failing. Everyone talking crap. You have to help. The plea twisted my insides. Echoes of our childhood bond. But the betrayal's scar burned hotter. Help? Like how you helped yourself to my savings. Silence. Then sobs. It was a loan. Family shares. No. Lily. You took. You lied. And now the world's seeing you for what you are. I hung up. My chest heaving. The silence in my apartment deafening. But it wasn't empty, it was empowered. The weight of her deceit lifting as her empire crumbled. Parents called. Torn, she's crashing with a friend. Broke and broken. Can't you forgive? Forgiveness? I'd tried that path, it led to emptiness. She chose this, I whispered. Hanging up. The finality settling like Chicago snow. In the aftermath. The price hit us all. Lily vanished from socials. Her LLC dissolved in debt. Civil suits from stiffed vendors garnishing her meager bar gigs. She texted once more, I'm nothing now. Happy? No joy. Just hollow justice, the thief stripped bare. Me? I rose from the ashes. My job morphing into fraud detection consulting. Spotting lilies before they struck. The $92,000? Partial recovery through asset seizures. Enough for a down payment on that suburban house. But the real cost lingered. Family dinners turned to echoes. Trust a ghost. Revenge didn't heal, it scarred deeper. A reminder that blood can bleed you driest. Yet in the quiet mornings, sipping coffee on my new porch, I breathed freer survivor. Not victim. The silence of her absence my loudest victory.